but it's still a pain. The hose is extremely short on this machine, and it doesn't stretch very far. So, I used to complain about my Sharks hose, but geez, you know, I can't really complain anymore because this thing is the worst. The hose is extremely short on it. It doesn't stretch very far, and when the machine's on, it's only like a 4-foot hose. When the machine's on, it has that recoil to it, so it doesn't really like to it doesn't really like to stretch very easily. I tried using this to vacuum out my sister's car. There was really no easy way to do it. I took it inside and grabbed my Simplicity canister to do it instead because this was too much of a hassle. And that's what really made me say, you know, I'm not paying $250 to never use this machine. So I'm sending it back. And it was on sale, actually, at the time when I got it from QVC. It was originally $349, but I got it for $249. And it came with a rubber tip and bristle upholstery pet tool. It came with a motorized wind tunnel powered tool. Instead of an air-driven brush, it's a motorized brush with wind tunnel channels. It came with a baseboard duster tool. It came with a really nice dusting brush. And it came with your crevice tool, and it came with like your traditional upholstery tool and a carry bag. And I really liked that. But another thing with the Hoover, you have to completely detach it in order to use the wand. It is a one-touch function, but the wand nestles inside of this plastic support, which is very thin plastic. You can bend it. And this is what is kind of your support. And you can see this is kind of the reason why the vacuum just does whatever it wants. Because it's very heavy and the support bracket isn't very strong. So this goes on like that. It locks into place. You've got your swivel design, which is kind of cool looking, the way that it works. It kind of kicks out the sides and such. And the swivel isn't too bad on this. It seems to work pretty well, but it's a very like deep front to back power nozzle, so it's a little bit harder to use. I do like the FloorSense technology. It's very cool the way that it works. You can flip the machine over and you'll see that it's clear on the opposite side, and you can see all the control panels, and here's your motor for the brush roll. You can see it's got some hair and stuff wrapped around it, but it's really not too bad. It has wind tunnel technology in it. And this says to remove, use screwdriver. So, which is kind of obvious, but at least they're telling the customer, you know, yeah, you can do something to this if you want. It also comes with a 5-year warranty, which is very nice. So I'll put some stuff down on the carpet, and I will show you my dilemma with the React system. Your bin is pretty nice. I do like that they went with a metal screen, similar to the newer Dysons, that have that dirt ejector function. And you have dual air inlets on this machine for the suction once the air is supposedly filtered and cycloned out. Here are your cyclones on the inside, and this will remove to be able to clean it, which I do like that as well. And it's actually pretty efficient. The cyclones work pretty good in this machine, and it's got nice seals. I think it is a complete sealed system. And then this is your filter, your pre-motor filter, and it's clean. And you also have a another just very thin black filter down there. But you can see there is some dust and dirt buildup right there in the back portion of the vacuum. Now the motor pod on this is substantially larger than that of a Shark. So I will get something to vacuum up really quick. I'm going to go with crackers because I don't have oatmeal. So I'll just have to crunch these up. There's some bigger pieces, some smaller pieces, and I'll put some on the floor, and I'll do my shoe up here. That way you'll be able to see it when I put it on the floor level, so you can see it vacuum pretty easily. So this is the dilemma. I can't attach the hose to the wand without either breaking something or something tipping over. So what you have to do is you have to push one off to the side, and the bottom piece comes in first. That is not on correctly. And you can see that the wand button is covered up when the main part of the vacuum is put on, because you can't remove the wand on this machine, unlike the Hoover or the Shark. And I'm not saying this because I prefer the Shark, but when you're comparing apples to apples here of a machine that's supposed to be the same caliber and price range of another machine, then yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell you that that's not a smart design. So you can't use the wand of the vacuum to get up high unless the pod is off the main part of the vacuum. So that's a pain in the butt. I don't like that. To me, that's a whole different configuration of the vacuum that you're not going to be able to use. And the hose always pops off to the side like that. You can't flip the handle either way for it to not do that. So I have the floor sense on. The sensor is carpet. Not really any movement going on down there. So you saw the one dilemma that I always have when using this vacuum, and that is when you try and put the power pod back on the vacuum, it's a battle to try and get it to pop back onto the main part of the vacuum. It doesn't want to go back on. You end up detaching the wand from the power neck of the vacuum, and mind you, because the power nozzle can't be removed independently from this gray plastic piece that goes all the way down the length of the vacuum, you can't use the power nozzle on the end of the wand to do like steps in big swaths, because the power nozzle will always at least be this high because it nests the wand inside of it. It did a good job vacuuming, and even with the Shark though, I personally feel that the design of the vacuum, it's always going to deep clean better when the motor unit is on in the upright position compared to in the canister, because when you pull back, the suction on both of these machines are too strong to really continuously keep a good contact with the carpet. And you can see it takes a second to kick in. It does a good job at picking up debris, and when we go to the floor, it senses how you work. You can see the marshal slowly spin. It did kick some out the back, which is fine. We'll go over here job on the edge cleaning, only left a little bit. And it does take a second for it to react, which is good if you're going over different carpet transitions. Now if we go in here, this is carpeting, but it still senses that it's hard floor. So you have to turn the floor sense off for the brush roll to turn on. When we turn the floor sense back on, it just senses that it's hard floor. So, in conclusion, this isn't a totally flaw-free machine, which maybe it'll change at some point when they do updates and things, but if I really were to recommend this machine, it would be to somebody who has medium pile carpets, not low pile, because you're going to be fumbling with switches and stuff still, no matter what. But I would recommend that you try and stay away from the powered feature unless you want to go with the Shark. You're honestly getting more with the Shark. You're just getting the Hoover name if you chose this route, because the wand and the hose are way too short for it to be considered practical. So if you have questions or comments, please ask away. I don't think this is a bad vacuum. The Cyclones are way more efficient than the Sharks are, but I just don't think that this is as versatile. Thanks for watching.